Hey man, what's up? Yo, bro, nothing. Ready to start the day? Man, let me tell you what happened on my way to work, bro. What's up? Man, so I'm at the bus stop, right? And I'm looking at this shorty, man. She looked real good. Fine black sister. Face right, body right. I mean, she was banging. And, I was just standing there, waiting to get her to notice me. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? I'm just standing there, bro, and she's at the bus stop. I'm at the bus stop, and I'm just waiting to catch eyes with her, right, bro? And then the bus came, and man, the bus door opened, man, and this other fine black sister came walking out the bus. And the other sister that I was trying to, holler at before the bus drove up, you know what I'm saying? Because I was about to, spit game at her, but the bus came, so I ain't have time. So anyway, she was staring at the girl that, came off the bus. Cause, I'm sure she waiting to get on the bus, she like waiting for the girl to hurry up and walk down the steps to get off the bus so she can get on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Well, bro, you can't believe what I just saw, bro. What happened, man? What happened? Man, the girl that I was trying to spit at the bus stop, man. Guess what? What? Well, the other girl that got off the bus and started walking down the steps, she goes and runs up to the girl that I wanted to holler at, and she started kissing her, man. Man, they started wrapping their arms around each other, bro. And they was kissing, man. They was together. I couldn't, it blew my mind, man. They both baddies. Fine black sisters. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe it. Bro, what's up with all the black women? Why are black women turning gay, bro? Man, I don't know what's up with that, man. That's something, man. So you ain't holler at her? Bro, she was like not even, I don't think she even knew I was there. Like, I mean, the way they were kissing, man, it was like they were in their own world, bro. Man, you know what? I didn't even want to come to work after seeing that, man. You know what I'm saying? I need a fine sister like that. It's like nowadays, all these black women, man, it's like if they not, like ignoring a brother, you know what I'm saying? Like that fine sister, she saw me standing there. She could have said hi to me. You know what I'm saying? She's selfish. You know what I'm saying? It's like these black women. It's like they act like they can't even talk to a brother. You know what I'm saying? She lucky the bus came. That's the only reason why I didn't say nothing, bro. And then, man, it's like if the black woman ain't ignoring a brother, then the black woman, then she go get with the white boy. You know what I'm saying? She go get with a white boy. But guess what they're doing now? Guess what they're doing now, bro? Man, guess what they're doing now? What, man? What they doing now? They're turning lesbian, man. They're getting with other women, man. And they're throwing it in our faces. You know what I'm saying? Like it used to be a time, bro. It used to be a time, bro, when black women was loyal, but they disloyal. They disloyal now. You know what they want to do? They want to go 4B. What's that, man? What's the 4B? You man, listen. Listen. The point is, these women, it used to be a time they would be loyal to a brother. You know what I'm saying? You get off work, you come home to a 4-course meal. She rub your back, run your bath water. And then guess what? Guess what? I'm getting it in. Yeah, I'm laying her down. I'm breaking her off. But she don't even let me do that no more. No. She don't let me do that no more. Right? You see, these sisters, you see, they done turned on the black man. They done turned on the brothers, man. And they done turned to the women's now, bro. Like, I mean, man, I mean, I'll be honest with you. When I saw that fine black sister embracing and kissing that other black fine sister, they were so fine, man. I ain't know what to think, man. I mean, it looked so good, man. I was mad, because I was like, well, dang, now I probably can't even get a chance. But at the same time, man, it turned me on, bro. It turned me on, bro. Yeah, man, I bet it did, man. I'm up here imagining it, bro. Man, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Well, I'm sorry, man, that you didn't get her, man. No, bro, it's not that I couldn't get her, bro. It's not that I didn't get her, bro. You know why? No, what happened, bro? Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. Why are black women turning gay? I hope y'all enjoyed the little skit, because it might have sounded very far-fetched, or it might have sounded comical, but that was actually really real. Like, there has been situations that I have heard and witnessed, these type of conversations that black men have about black women, and they think that these black women are, quote, turning gay. And I posted a few months back about this situation where people are thinking that black women are turning gay. And it's just not black men, it's also white men. I remember because I used to be a part of different forums. Some of them are private forums, some of them are open public forums, and they have threads. And I've posted on like my Instagram some information that I was reading on certain forums, and one of them was about this topic that I'm about to go into a little bit of detail on. And I wanted to name the video title, "Why Are Black Women Turning Gay?" Because this is a statement that many people are making, because there is this huge false misconception that black women are suddenly turning into lesbians. And it was a few months back. It was like, might have been a little longer than that, probably like a year ago or so, now that I think about it, because I posted it on Instagram and Facebook at the time, but I don't have Facebook at the moment anymore. And it was about this dialogue that was going on between some black men and this white guy. And he actually, called himself, it was in all caps, WHITE_MAN. That was his username. And he was in different forums. And he was actually calling out black men and telling them that it's a shame that black men have lost their black women to other women. And he was saying that black men are supposed to be men and make sure that they keep their women around. And he was saying, I've seen such a high influx of black women turning gay. And so his username was white man. And he was just going in on a lot of black men. And he was saying, if a man can't keep his woman around, then he's not a man. And he was just making these different statements. And finally, there was a black woman who jumped into the conversation, and she said, "I'm so sick of you, white man. You are talking to the black men as if the white woman ain't doing the same thing that black women be doing." And the black woman had said, "I can't count how many times I've been in the club and I'll be dancing and white women will come up and start dancing with me and asking if they can touch my butt." And she said that she's had a lot of white women who come on to her. And so she says, "So white men, instead of you down in the black man and being all in the black woman's business, worried about her being with other women," she said, "why don't you go check your woman, the white woman, because she don't want you." And so that was pretty much the end of it. And after that happened, the black guys in the forum pretty much ignored him. But after the black woman said that, then all of a sudden a whole bunch of other black women chimed in. And they were like, "I'm so glad you said something because he is annoying." And so after that, when the white man saw all them sisters jumping in, he left the building. He left the chat room, and it was a done deal. But it was really interesting because it was so much being said, and it really made me want to post about it because I wanted to clarify and clear up a lot of the misunderstandings of black women who are lesbians. And I'll just say briefly, one of the biggest misconceptions about black lesbians is that they have been hurt by a man, and specifically by a black man. And secondly, another huge false misconception is that a black man feels defeated and he feels like he is less of a man if he is not able to keep his woman, or if he finds out that a woman is a lesbian that he's interested in. He has this belief that the black man has let the black woman down. Like he's failed in some area in his life as a black man when the black woman does not want him. So that is a misconception as well, because a black woman being a lesbian has nothing to do with the way a black man has treated her. Like if he treats her well or if he treats her poorly, that still doesn't change the fact that she's a black lesbian woman. But there's a lot of black men who become very discouraged, or they feel like they've let the black woman down because he can't have her, or he sees it almost like a defeat when black women are not wanting to be with black men. And then thirdly, this is a major misconception. The belief that somehow a black woman turns gay. Now, when you say she turns gay, this implies that she had a previous state, and that previous state was that she was heterosexual. And now there was a transition where she turned into a lesbian. So people think that you can manipulate or change your sexual orientation from straight to gay. And that has a lot to do with, unfortunately, the fact that they are allowing conversion therapy, or what they call reparative therapy, also known as gay conversion therapy, which means that there is this belief in the ironically mental health profession field where they can perform tactics and ideologies that will change a person's sexual orientation from homosexual to heterosexual. That's where it comes from, even if they don't know it or not. But it's like the reverse. It's like the conversion therapy wants to change you from a homosexual to a heterosexual. But regarding just the situation where a person is not in this reparative or conversion therapy, they're just living their everyday life, and she's an openly lesbian. She is just being herself. And when onlookers look at her and they are aware that she's a lesbian, then they suddenly think that she used to be a heterosexual and something happened that caused her to turn gay. So those three huge misconceptions are unfortunately contributing to lesbian erasure. And I discuss lesbian erasure because it is a huge epidemic in society, and especially within the Black community. I have even written a book titled Lesbian Erasure: How to Cope, Black Lesbian Edition. And you can order my book on Amazon. You can also get it at Barnes and Noble's bookstores, as well as through Apple iBooks. And I had to write that book because I was led to write that book because of the many voices of Black lesbian women who are constantly being oppressed by lesbian erasure, which is the oppressive and dismissive behavior that is perpetrated by people who do not accept or condone the existence of Black lesbian women and Black lesbian girls. It affects our lives as women daily. And it can be very subtle, or it can be very obvious how people are so dismissive and they have no regard for women who are lesbians. So lesbian erasure applies to all women from every demographic, every race, every nationality, every age. It applies across the board. But Black women, they experience other levels of discrimination and oppression because of the history of slavery and racism. You cannot go through over 400 years of slavery that has been an oppressive dominance that has not actually completely left the Black community. Because although slavery is not legal anymore, the discrimination, the oppression, the poverty is still very alive to this day. So when you are a community that has been oppressed for centuries, and even though you're no longer legally able to enslave a person can be enslaved mentally. And so a lot of Black people, they are huge on family, and they're huge on Black love. But there's so much dysfunction within the Black community and the Black family, to where even though they want to prioritize family, and they want to prioritize specifically the heterosexual family structure within the Black community, because of the remnants of slavery and discrimination. Because we're talking about, just think about this. We're in the 21st century, but in the 20th century, which was the 1900s, we were here. Many of us were here. There's some people who probably weren't born into the year of 2000. But if you were born before the year of 2000, you lived in the 19th century. You lived in the 20th century. So 100 years before that was the 19th century, which was the 1800s. And that's when slavery was abolished. So you're talking 1800, 1900, 2000. You're talking about 200 years ago is when slavery ended. Do you really think the psychological impact and devastation of slavery has completely escaped the households of Black people? Absolutely not. You can't imagine the devastation and what Black people endured and went through. You can't just say, oh, well, it's over, because you see it. You see remnants of it when you go to certain neighborhoods, and you see the poverty, and you see the crime, and you see the addictions, and you see the depression, and you see the chaos, and you see the fighting, and you see the violence. This is not a coincidence. This is not something that just happened. These are remnants of what Black people went through. So I'm saying all that to paint, this is a very small picture. I can't even express the magnitude and the devastation of slavery and also just all of a sudden now you're free, but nobody has any structure. You have to relearn everything on your own, and you're still dealing with prejudice and discrimination everywhere you go. And Black people always are the ones who have the lowest amount of income. And then what about family? What about marriage and children? Well, why are there so many single mothers? Why are there so many broken homes? Because the intention of slavery was to destroy Black people. But we are very strong and powerful people. And we've survived the unimaginable with the help of the Most High God. We absolutely couldn't go through that without the presence of the Most High God. But I'm saying this to say that I understand Black people, and I understand the desire for Black people to want to have a community, and they want Black love. And I understand the reason why they uphold heterosexual unions, marriages. I understand all of it. And a lot of this is rooted in the Black church. But the Black church is a major culprit to lesbian erasure and gay erasure and bisexual erasure, because it's been taught and preached dogma that homosexuality is a perversion, of an abomination. And there's an extra layer that they add into it, which is also false doctrine, where Black people were never homosexuals. Being homosexual doesn't come from Black people. And so it leads to where Black men are angry and they're frustrated because they've been that way for a very, very long time. And this is not to say that all Black men, all Black women are not in a position, or they have not had good lives, because there's many of us who do have wonderful lives and we do well. But this is more so focused on the people who are kind of caught up in this very destructive cycle where they just repeat the same behavior. They have the same negative thinking, and it's just a toxic, vicious cycle that they're just running in, and they're like a hamster on a wheel, thinking that they're getting away. They're not making any progress. And so all of this spills over into how they view the Black woman, and they say the Black woman has her place, and her place is to be a wife to a Black man. Her place is to be a mother and to produce Black children for the Black man. Her place is to be the backbone of the Black heteronormative family. Her place is to be in church every Sunday and every Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and back again on Sunday. So Black women have been indoctrinated with the belief that she is to be a Black woman who abides by a heteronormative construct of being the one in the relationship who keeps the relationship together. The Black woman is viewed like the glue, like I think they call it crazy glue, where it just once you put the crazy glue on something and you put it together, it's unbreakable. And that's their view of the Black woman, the matriarch. She is the glue of the family, and she keeps everything and everyone together. So when the Black woman is not there, it's like there's utter chaos, utter devastation in the household. Like, what are we going to do without the Black woman? And this can sound all honorable, and it can make you think, oh, well, that's just because they just value the Black woman so much. But the truth is, how can you really value the Black woman when you don't understand the Black lesbian woman? She's still a woman. She's still Black. So because she's a lesbian, she's no longer a part of the Black community. Somehow she's failed the Black community. Somehow she's the reason why Black love is destroyed. See, you cannot celebrate the Black woman without knowing the Black woman. And you have to understand that the Black woman is diverse. The Black woman is not meant to be restricted to your own ideal of who she is. The Black woman has her own mind. She has her own soul, her own spirit. She has her own voice. And yes, she has her own sexual orientation. So until Black men learn to listen to Black women instead of telling Black women who they are and what they should do, then they will always be angry. They will always feel left out. They will always be frustrated. And they will always crave the Black woman who is a lesbian. But they will never be able to have her. Because he chooses not to understand who she really is. Why are Black women turning gay? Well, because she was never heterosexual to begin with. She was always a Black lesbian woman. Thank you for listening. My name is Giselle Wallace. I am a certified life coach and author. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share my video.